Hello everyone and welcome to this new video in which we'll pretend I didn't take a 2 years long break. Today we're going to have a look at asset management. As of right now, game assets like images, sounds, fonts, shaders have to be manually loaded one by one and passed to any class who needs them. This can lead to super long class constructors and pretty cursed code. So let's find a way to simplify this task by creating a resource manager class. The idea is to have a public static class accessible from anywhere in the codebase for whenever we need to use an asset. This manager class will have dictionaries, each holding different types of assets. C# dictionaries are a common data structure that matches any kind of variable type with an index that will be used to point towards that variable. Here, we pair assets with their file name and use that file name as the index. Unless you're a fan of games taking 80% of your computer's memory, it's a good idea for game engines not to load all assets at once, but instead to load them only when needed. For example, by only loading assets involved in the current level, world or whatever. This becomes very important when the amount of assets to load increases. Our system allows that, as you can create different dictionaries for the different levels in your game. Now we have created every dictionary our game will need. We'll then make one function per dictionary to populate them with assets we previously loaded. These functions will be very similar between one another. Here, we are creating the load images function. We create a list containing every file name, and for each file name, we call the content loading function and store the asset in the dictionary. The loaded count and total assets variables allow me to print some sort of progress bar on the command line with the loading percentage and everything. We can pretty much clone this function for each file type and complete the class by creating a final load assets function that calls every previous loading function. Now this is done, whenever you add an asset to your project, add its name inside of the resource manager class for it to be automatically loaded. Make sure to only call assets once when you create an object, and store them somewhere to prevent referencing to the dictionaries once per frame. We've reached the end of this tutorial. I hope it will help you in your later projects. So thanks for watching, and let's hope that the next video will take less than a year to make. See you soon!